This is a cross-section of the head, and we primarily want to focus on the nasal cavity, the pharynx, and the larynx, which leads into the trachea. As air comes in through the nostrils, it's going to pass by the nasal concha, which are mucous membrane-lined structures that increase turbulence inside the nasal cavity. It's going to allow the air to be warmed and humidified because this membrane is filled with capillary beds that warm the air as it passes through. There's also cilia and mucus there to help actually trap any of the particles that you inhale. As you move past the concha, you get into the posterior nares, which are the outlet into the nasal cavity that lead into the throat. The throat is going to be everything from the back of the nasal cavity all the way down to the larynx, so this entire tube. And it's divided into three sections. The first is the nasopharynx, which includes the space at the back of the nasal cavity down to the soft palate. This is simply a passageway from air as it exits the nasal cavity. Now, beyond the soft palate, all the way to the epiglottis, you have what's referred to as the oropharynx. The oropharynx is a common passageway for both food and air. Past the oropharynx, you move into the laryngopharynx, which is this open space here, also again a common passageway for both food and air. This white piece here is the epiglottis, shown in cross-section. As you swallow, the epiglottis folds downward and covers up the opening to the trachea, allowing the food to move through the oropharynx, the laryngopharynx, and down into the esophagus, preventing the food from entering into the airway, which is the trachea.